What's going on with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, fanboys and fangirls, Takas, Nikki, Modis, Nintendo, Sony pre-2011 here, aka Manny Wolverine. And of course, you guys are the rest of the and outros towards this channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good, beautiful stuff. Apologize. First off, huge apologies if you hear anything in the background. The dog's barking. And unfortunately, my nephew is here. I'm not actually babysitting. Luckily, one of my roommates was super nice and kind as fuck to actually babysit him for a little bit. Because if any of you follow me on Twitter, you know I was like, or Instagram. I did post a few, not Instagram pictures, because I don't know if Instagram's kind of like how YouTube is with the Kappa thing and all that. I did on Twitter. He was watching Sonic for the first time. He absolutely fell in love with it. I know he's only like barely 3 years old, but still. As an uncle, that makes me feel proud as fuck. It's awesome that he's gonna like the same video games that I did when I was growing up. Not even a dad either. That's the craziest part about that thing. So yeah, he's having a little bit of a fit right now. So apologies if you hear that in the background. But anyways, I had to babysit him today, but luckily my roommate was lucky enough. But oh god, at $200 on man, I had to pay him that much to watch him babysit for me while I do this video. That's kind of a bitch, but hey, well worth it. Anyways. Let's get into the news here, video gaming industry stuff. So Forbes here says new footage of Starcraft Ghost leaks online. Leaks online. All right. Yeah, you can hear in the background there. I can't do nothing about that until he calms down like another half hour. But really want him to get through this video. If you haven't watched my other 2 videos, links down below. It's about the whole like artificial intelligence thing, chick taking over, which is actually this chick named Project Melody. It's a beautiful anime, chicken tie. I can't call them hentai because this is how it is nowadays. And she does a lot of stuff on chat roulette, let's say. She's kind of like how Kazuna AI is. A little Japanese anime, like motion capture, mocap, HoloLens, sort of like real big thing that's going on in Japan. That's still starting to slowly start getting more popular out here in the West, in the United States. So links down below that video. But anyways, and links down to the information I got this video too. So this comes from Dave Thier, hopefully I'm saying Thier Tire, from Forbes. I rarely ever read from that. But anyways, let's get on to this. So I got a credit card to do that. Very nostalgic, old school. And let me just say this real quick as well. I'm just getting my thoughts, views, opinions out in this part of the video. The second part I will for this Nintendo switching announced with the lights. It's just pretty fucking kick-ass. They had a platinum or a GameCube looking platinum one. That'd be awesome. Anyways, yeah. This one gave me a lot of nostalgia vibes from like Resident Evil series. And I never really played a lot of the Metal Gear Solid series, but it does give me a few Metal Gear Solid vibes from this game, Starcraft. Oh my gosh, Starcraft Ghost. And I did have an original old school Xbox. I know it's just my age is showing, but every time I went to Blockbuster, I would always rent the hell out of this game next to the old school shit. Like, at that time, that was real big and it was popular. Crash Team Nitro Kart, Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. All of the freaking Burnout games. I'll run a lot of those. And this one, Starcraft freaking Ghost, was my freaking nostalgia feels back in the day. So hopefully Blizzard opens this up one day. But the way Blizzard is now, the way they shit and crap all over their freaking audiences, and like, and they're mainly what's it called? A lot of their fan bases overcharging them a lot of money from fucking the World of Warcraft thing, and that's a whole freaking shitstorm last month that happened. So I doubt they're ever going to bring this back. Hopefully they do, though, one day. I still remember how excited I was, and let's get into this article. How excited I was when I was at Blizzard announcing Starcraft Ghost. I love Starcraft particularly for its story and lore, but I was too young to really be engaged. I was still in middle school at this time. I was like 13 at the time, so that's why I have a lot of nostalgia memories with this thing. Some of you guys in my younger audiences, if you are watching this, you probably don't remember Starcraft Ghost, but this shit was so fucking good. Particularly in story, it's one of the very few MMORPG games on PC I actually like too, besides Xbox, the original one. Particularly its story and lore, but I was too young to really be able to engage with the intricacies of the RTS. Inevitably, the game would just sort of overwhelm me, so I would turn off to the old power overwhelming cheat, so I could see the coolest units and the progress through the story. StarCraft Ghost was kind of a dream. Oh yeah, kind of a dream. A chance to get down on to the ground and really see StarCraft up close and personal. I hadn't yet heard of the World of Warcraft, so this is a whole new story. Sadly, it didn't quite pan out that way. Starcraft Ghost is one of the great canceled games for our collective memory. Ask for what I'm Ask for what I'm sure is for good reasons, but still the reasons, whether it was Star Wars 1313, the Uncharted style of narrative style, Star Wars games that I saw first scant minute over E3 one year. Some of the new footage has leaked over this weekend, first noticed by Museum of Play creator Andrew Borman and then by Kotaku. Let's check out some of the sweet 720 footage modded for the Xbox 360. I'll leave the link to the video down there. Absolutely fucking spectacular as hell. Oh my god. See, this is why it gives me a lot of Metal Gear Solid, like Resident Evil vibes. This is freaking sweet right here. Gotta give credit to this guy right here. Andrew Boomer, you are a fucking lifesaver. You're amazing. Oh man, I might even give him a follow after this video too. There are a few other sources here that seem to be taken down every once in every year. Every once in a while. I'm sure that Activision Blizzard will be preferring people not to spend too much more time than a cancelled game from the Agassiz. Even on both of the Kerrigan and Zeragos. I remember this chick's name. Oh my god. The freaking Nova chick. Nova something. I think her name was Nova something. I forgot what her name was. Oh yeah, Nova. Oh god. She was so awesome. I think her name was Terra Nova. Yeah, she was awesome. Even when you can see how it looks, you can see it looks pretty good, at least visually. There's great detail about Kerrigan and Zergerlings that we can see in the footage. Even if it's more or less impossible. Oh my god, I remember these two. These guys were asshats, but they were funny though. Even though it's more or less impossible to actually speak to the quality of the game. I still wonder if Ghost 2 DLC, Ghost Focus on StarCraft 2 DLC then has retained the basic structures of the normal StarCraft 2, but brought it more with a more intimate scale in both terms of gameplay and story. Regardless of its clearing, it is clear that we are never getting to play this thing. But at least we can play Widowmaker Kerrigan skin in Overwatch and pretend. This is another reason I really like Widowmaker Mercy from Overwatch. And that was like one of the first games like 4 years ago, back in 2016 when it came out. Even though there was always constant DLC for it all the time, that I got into Blizzard. That was one of the first Blizzard game I ever got into, was a Starcraft Ghost. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts and opinions on that. Oh god, if the old school Blizzard was still here and it wasn't taken over by Activision, I would love to see a remake remastered of this shit. It will just feed my nostalgia boner, man. Beautiful shit. Anyways, let's get on to the next article here. As far as that goes, I apologize for the noise in the background, friends. I don't know. Kids having a fun. Nintendo announces its first new Switch Lite colors in store launch. It's so 2019. This comes from Sam Bryford at 345 Triangle. I'm assuming that's his Twitter and Instagram handle. I don't know. Nintendo Switch Lite is platform. Nintendo has announced the first Switch Lite colors on its portable-only launch, at least this fall, of the new huge Coral, perhaps being inspired decisions to be named Living Coral, or the color of the year. Color of the year, my ass. I think the other one, if it would have been like a platinum one, or like a brighter version of this right here, the point of my index here, that would have been awesome as heck. The portable-only console launched this fall. The new hue is a coral, perhaps is belatedly inspired in Pathone's decision to name it Living Coral, or the color of the year 2019. Or maybe it was Nintendo's time for it to be a cherry blossom season. Coral joins. I'm going to read the rest of this on my phone because it might be screwing up a little bit. There's turquoise, gray, and yellow in the regular lineup. It will be available in Japan on March 20th, with pre-orders starting on March 7th. Notably, the launch or its new system doesn't appear to have the affected by the COVID-19. You guys probably see that there. I'm not going to read that. Outbreak. Unlike the upcoming Animal Crossing theme for Switch, the Coral Switch Lite maintains its same price of 19,900 yen, aka almost $200, 182 US dollars. So there is that. That's a little bit of a sacrifice, but I'll probably get that dark tint one for the Switch Lite if I ever do get my hands on this bad boy, because it's pretty decent. I haven't heard no issues of Joy-Con, because there are no Joy-Cons for the freaking Switch Lite. It's supposed to be like, in my personal opinion, that's the whole overall thoughts and opinions. It's probably just going to be like a replacement for the 3DS smartphone looking one we got in 2017, almost 3 solid years ago. So there is that. There is a possibility, slight chance, slight possibility. They might have it, I don't know, for sale in a couple months from now when it's like freaking October, November, usually like the video game season for the biggest season for video games when a lot of the AAA games start coming out in October, November. Very, very huge ass fucking time in the gaming industry. That's all I gotta say for now. I'm out of here. Links in the description box down below. Cartel no side, and then links to the videos I didn't get to show you. I'll leave them all in the description box down below if you want to check it out. And that's it. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, and fanboys and fangirls. And as always, we'll talk as Ninky commodities out there. I'll see you when I say you guys a day. Have a good night wherever in the universe out there. Stay tuned for more future content on the channel, including video gaming industry news, anime manga news, internet news, and of course reaction videos as well. And that's it. Peace out. I'm out like Starcraft. Ladies and goodbye. I'll see you on the flip side. Take it easy. I'm gone. I'm out. See you guys soon. Later.